back to my third vlog. So today I am not gonna do anything, we're just gonna talk and chit chat. Some of you have been watching me and known me quite a while for now. Know that my life wasn't this peaceful. I've gone through phases where everything was loud. Situations, emotions, people, expectations. And for a long time, I thought that kind of intensity was normal. That when life slowed down, I kind of felt very strange. That feeling was so unfamiliar, it wasn't settling at all. Peace actually didn't feel, comfortable at first. It felt so strange that it was like my mind didn't know what to do with that much of quietness. The more I sit with it, the more I realize something important, that peace is not emptiness. Peace is not boredom. It's just a space between nothing is happening that is breaking you. When you have been strong for so long, peace actually can feel unfamiliar. That quietness, that calmness can feel very new to you. I think strength is not only how to survive things, like how to be strong when you are in a survival mode. It's actually learning how to sit with the calmness. It's how to sit with the peace and not running back to what actually hurt you again and again. Have you ever felt or noticed how silence can be uncomfortable when your life has always been loud? Today I want to talk about something actually no one really warns you about. It's the moment when you realize life has become peaceful. Sometimes people grow or live so long in stress that their mind starts to believe that the stress and that chaos is normal. Your nervous system, memorizes chaos like a language. And if calms feel boring to you, it's because your mind was trained to survive storms. You know what? Your body actually keeps scores. Your body remembers the stress even when the situation changes. There's this nervous system theory where psychology says that when a person lives so long in a certain situation where he has to, fix things, constant problem solving, stress, chaos, the body starts to treat that intensity as normal. And when the peace actually appears, it feels so strange that your mind has to relearn how to sit with calm again. It has to relearn it. And by saying that, I mean trauma is not what happened to you. It's what happened inside you as a result of what happened to you. So basically, your mind and body remembers that trauma, and then your nervous system memorizes it. For some people, peace can be very suspicious. Why I'm telling you that is, when life gets quiet, those type of people wait something to go bad. Peace feels like a trap to them. It's like the calmness before something goes wrong. And you know what? Some people, I don't know if most of the people, those people are maybe you. You are not afraid of the chaos. You are actually afraid of trusting the calmness. I have a lot of quotes this time. So Carl Jung quoted that until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will start calling it fate. That means sometimes our reactions are just old patterns. There's this thing that is called drama addiction. Why I'm discussing this topic is because your brain releases adrenaline during a conflict, which can become very addictive. And some people mistakes adrenaline for passion. Peace feels empty to them because chaos has always been entertaining. After living in such a loud and chaotic environment, peace becomes a skill you have to learn. Nobody teaches you how to sit with calm. It's like you have to relearn what safety felt like. There's this thing, we cannot selectively numb our emotions. If we numb our negative emotions, we also numb our positive emotions. Peace actually gives you the space to think, to grow, to build a life. Peace makes you intentional, whereas chaos makes you reactive. When you have a peaceful life, you actually live in the present. You don't think about the future, you don't regret the past, you just think about the present and you live the present. You live the moment when you are very peaceful in you. I've got two theories. There's this still water theory. Have you ever noticed water inside a glass? When it is constantly moving, you cannot see your reflection. But when it becomes still, your reflection becomes visible. Basically, that's life. That is how life works. The stillness is not the problem. When your life becomes still, when your life becomes peaceful, you actually visibly and very vividly can see your reflection, can see your, you can understand yourself very well when you sit with the stillness. And there's this unlearning theory. You have to unlearn a lot of things when it comes to peace. I used to think that peace is adding new habits to your life, to your daily routine, or it is like becoming a straight off new person. But now lately I have realized that it is not adding things, it's also removing things from your life. It's unlearning things and start to grow without the things you loved so much. I realized that growth is actually unlearning a lot of things which were never meant to stay, like your fears, your mistakes, your expectations, people, situations, anything that is not meant to stay. You have to unlearn those things so that you can live in peace. Sometimes you don't have to become more, you just have to carry less. Something I have learned slowly and gradually, that is, a quieter life comes with fewer people in it. Not because I don't care, it's because I started understanding that not everyone is meant to walk the same path as you. Some people are comfortable in chaos, in that constant conflict, in that emotional noise. Peace sometimes asks you to let people be where they are without trying to pull them in the life you are building. You have to just understand that everybody is living their own story and you don't have to be a character in that. Just understand that you don't have the power to the outside events of your life, but you have the power which can control your mind. By this whole vlog, I mean, peace is nothing but harmony with ourselves. It's staying in rhythm with who we are, no matter how many beats life changes. But when something new appears in your life, we actually go straight to judgment before curiosity. And when that happens, we tend to believe that it's not meant for us, and then we run back to our old ways. You have to start living in a world where you think that changes are fine, changes are okay, the stillness is fine. And how you can do that is not taking the alone time, the personal space in conflict. What I mean is, like, you have to sit with yourself for so long to understand yourself. When you think you are very lonely, that's the first phase of peace. When you start being lonely, when you start being alone in your in your mind, first try to sit with your chaos, understand why it is happening. Don't judge yourself for it. Like, when you know yourself, you can understand yourself, why you are doing certain things. why you are feeling so lonely, why do you think people are treating you like that, why do you think people keep leaving you. When you sit with yourself, you'll understand, and then you will think, oh, maybe I don't, like, they were not my people, they were not my crowd. As a person, I am very bubbly, I am very, like, funny. I'm not flaunting, but I think when you are with people, be with them. And when you feel lonely, even with or without people, that's because you don't understand yourself. You think that peace comes with what you love before understanding yourself. You don't know who you are. You cannot feel good about yourself when you cannot even unlearn the things that made you feel bad about yourself. Every aspect in your life is related to you. You are the main character of your life. You are a character in your own life. You don't have to be a character in someone else's life and perceive their life as something you can fix, something you can understand. I come across a very bubbly person, a very loud personality, but I am not afraid to sit with myself and remove and just escape the thoughts comes into my mind when it's like 2 a.m. in the night, or it's like in the morning, in the afternoon, with friends, without friends. I don't escape the things here. Have you seen a bucket? When the bucket is filled up with water, the water will come out of the bucket. The main part is that when the bucket is full, no new thought can come inside the bucket also. So, you have to first remove the past water in your bucket, empty that water, then fill the new one. But you are not ready to accept the water is filled in your bucket. You are just not ready to accept it. And then when the new thing comes, you start to believe that it is not meant for you. It won't come to your mind because your mind is already filled with crap inside. Try to fix that first. People say do yoga, do exercise, go for a walk, go for a run. Your body is so tired and exhausted of that chaos, exhausted of that loudness, that you won't feel like running, you won't feel like walking, you won't feel like lifting a finger. But you can sit alone with yourself. That takes nothing. That actually takes courage, but once you do it, you will understand that how those little 2 minutes with yourself means so much, that your life will become peaceful little by little. Okay, so this is the end of our vlog, and meet you next time.